A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
Marvel's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Mischief review. It's official. Marvel's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Mischief is in theaters now. So what's all the fuss about? In this review, we'll break down what we thought of the film and how it compares to other Marvel films.
Plus, we'll discuss the origin story of the titular hero and Patrick Stewart's Professor Xavier. Patrick Stewart's Professor Xavier.
As Professor Xavier, Patrick Stewart has been on the movie scene for a decade. Since he made his debut in 2000's X-Men, he's played the same role in 8 different films, 4 of them resulting in the character dying in a rather unique manner.
Here's a quick rundown of some of his other roles. The actor has been hinting at a potential return to the role since his appearance in the last movie.
In a recent interview with Variety, Stewart said that he's open to returning as the Xavier in future films. If Marvel makes plans for a spin-off, he'll be a natural choice for the role.
The role is a well-known one, and fans of the X-Men can look forward to seeing the newest version of their favorite superhero. Character has an enormous fan base, and the actor's popularity has increased because of it.
The X-Men comic books are huge, so Stewart's casting as Professor X is no surprise. While his role is not a happy ending in Multiverse of Madness, he hopes for a return.
However, it's difficult to predict his fate, so we'll have to wait and see. First teaser for Marvel's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness shows the actor's voice.
The movie's trailer shows that Stewart's character appears before a secret interdimensional council. The Illuminati is an organization of influential heroes who make decisions that shape the future of humanity.
The character of Professor X is a classic member of the Marvel Comics Illuminati, and Stewart has played the mutant leader in the Fox's pre-MCU X-Men franchise. A new trailer for the upcoming sequel to the acclaimed X-Men franchise has released.
The first trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness features an appearance by Patrick Stewart's Professor Xavier, whose character is similar to the X-Men in the animated series. The trailer also features the X-Men's Captain Carter, played by Haley Atwell.
Doctor Strange's origin story.
As the titular superhero, Doctor Strange is born as a neurosurgeon, albeit an arrogant one.
He has money and acclaim, but most importantly, he has a former love interest, Dr. Christine Palmer. Unfortunately for him, the fate of this love interest is a mystery.
Fortunately for us, he eventually overcomes his addictions and learns how to use magic. This is the basic premise for the first 2 parts of Doctor
Strange's origin story, which are both incredibly satisfying and surprisingly set in Multiverse of Madness. We learn that Strange hasn't been so much a sorcerer supreme as he once was.
His new title as a sheriff is a nod to his role as the first Doctor Strange movie, and we get to see him grapple with his past. His guilt and regrets from misusing his magic will likely influence his choices throughout the movie, and we will see him grapple with his responsibilities and his past.
This movie is an adaptation of the Marvel Comics Madness series, which follows alternate versions of the Maku superheroes.
In one episode, we meet Strange Supreme, who is a reincarnation of Doctor Strange.
He creates the alternate version of himself after losing his girlfriend in a car accident. His dark magic consumes him and rips apart reality, leaving him all alone to nurse his broken heart.
In the next part, we learn that Doctor Strange's origin story in the Multiverse of Madness is a satire of the villainous superhero genre. It is not the only instance of a Doctor Strange origin story.
The Multiverse of Madness is a wonderful exploration of the Marvel Comics universe. We hope you enjoy it. So go forth and discover the new Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is a sequel to Marvel's Doctor of Marvel Superhero, which opened at the box office last year. It stars Benedict Cumberbatch as the titular superhero and Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda Maximoff.
In the meantime, prepare yourself for the typical Marvel superhero, arm wrestling, kidnapping, and other superhero activities. Charles Xavier's plan to stop alien incursions without destroying other Earths.
In the Multiverse of Madness, Charles Xavier's plan to save Earth is on the rocks, but it is not without its complications. The first of these involves the Collective.
This is a force that can alter reality. It is responsible for the deaths of several people.
The second aspect concerns the X-Men themselves. They must use their skills to protect Earth.
Xavier is a genius with multiple doctorates. His expertise in mutation has made him one of the world's leading geneticists, and he has considerable knowledge of the life sciences.
He is the inventor of Cerebro and has several PhDs in different fields, including psychiatry. In addition to his scientific knowledge, he is a skilled tactician and devises quick responses.
Professor X's parents were well-respected scientists. He became a professor of genetics at Oxford University.
His family lives in a grand mansion estate in Westchester County. His father is a world-renowned nuclear scientist and his brother was a prestigious professor at Oxford University.
Both Charles Francis and his brother Brian Xavier studied in London and Oxford. Xavier's ability to sense mutants is a powerful one.
He has been given a mind gem, which enhances his mental strength and enables him to access other people's thoughts and dreams. This mind gem is backed by a power gem that allows him to access all minds at once.
His powers are augmented by Cerebro, which allows him to use these abilities. Although his telepathy cannot be used over a large distance, so Professor Xavier is absent during the secret invasion.
In the meantime, the X-Men in San Francisco fight the invaders with the legacy virus. It's a complicated and highly complex plan that requires some careful planning.
Ultimately, Professor Xavier must face his past and find out how the Illuminati managed to destroy the Earths in the multiverse of madness. So while some people in the Marvel Universe view him as an enemy, others in the multiverse regard him as a trusted ally.
Various governments trust him with their secrets, as does the Fantastic Four. However, Xavier is highly manipulative, and has had significant fallouts with his allies and students.
Raimi's Multiverse of Madness. Sam Raimi has stepped away from the superhero genre, but that doesn't mean he's stepping away from horror as a genre.
The director of Evil Dead and Spider-Man has also made 2 Marvel movies, including the recent Doctor Strange. Raimi stepped in after Scott Derrickson split with Marvel over creative differences and never got to inject his horror sensibilities into the franchise.
In fact, Raimi has made a career out of smuggling horror into other genres. The Multiverse of Madness has a rich thematic texture. It lacks a strong storyline and any profound themes.
While it lacks the depth of everything all at once, this movie has a remarkably strong momentum and energy, and has plenty of jump scares and shocking moments. But this doesn't amount to much more than a roller coaster ride of fear.
Ultimately, this movie is an enjoyable and entertaining ride, but it's not quite as good as it could be. A third act of Multiverse of Madness is wacky, reminding me of Raimi's Army of Darkness.
The movie is filled with weird filmmaking decisions, such as a key emotional moment involving a rotting corpse. But this won't stop Marvel fans from enjoying Multiverse of Madness.
If you're a fan of Raimi's earlier work, it's a must-see. The main plot of the movie revolves around a slew of Marvel properties.
As the sequel to the first 2, Multiverse ties in with the events of WandaVision. It's unclear whether Raimi has taken over another universe so long after its genesis, but the movie has a strong cast, and Cumberbatch's smarm is particularly memorable.
While the plot of Raimi's Multiverse of Madness moves along at a quick pace, it doesn't entirely avoid pitfalls. For one thing, the first half is a romp, which makes the second half feel rushed and crowded.
The climax is an epic battle between 2 forces that savagely attack one another. There are some minor problems with the pacing, but the film is ultimately a thrilling experience.